Gone are the days where the uber rich are uber old. Now more and more people are becoming millionaires and billionaires well before they're 40. With me to reveal this year's BRW Young Rich List is Rich List editor John Stensholt. John, a very warm welcome to you. The richest two chaps at the top yet again.
Yeah, Mike Cannon-Brookes and Scott Farcry from Atlassian. It's just a fantastic software company. They're worth $2.3 billion. They're looking to float on stock exchange over in the US later this year or early next year.
Now that's hitting the big time, isn't it?
Absolutely. So they could be even more by this time next year. So given the way that technology stock prices are going, they're doing really, really well.
These guys are self-made, so are all 100 people on the list, basically meaning none of them inherited their wealth. They've done really well.
Absolutely. Look, these guys are young and they're successful at an early age. They're getting wealthier quicker, I think. That technology that's moving so quickly, everything just accelerates these days. And these guys are just at the forefront of success in business at the moment. And
number 3 is a Perth-based property developer who's pretty cutting edge.
Yeah, Paul Blackburn. He's done an amazing job. $536 million from building apartments in Perth. He dominates the Perth market. So Perth's, I guess, playing catch up to the rest of Australia in terms of building inner city apartments. They're hip and they're trendy. There's all these fantastic things about them. You can go to the top of his apartment blocks, you can rent them out, you can have parties up there. There's all these cutting edge gyms and design. It's a really good success story.
And he won't be impacted by the demise of the mining boom?
No, actually, the apartment...
It's about living lifestyle people there.
Exactly. I mean, it's catching up to the rest of Australia. There's not as many apartments in Perth as there are in your Sydneys and Melbournes. So the demographics, it's all there. There's still people moving to Perth. Everything's looking good for him.
Number 4 and 5 hitting the big time with their marketing software, which some of our big corporates, our top 200 corporates like Coca-Cola, Amatil use.
Yeah, Dave Greiner and Ben Richardson from Campaign Monitors. So if you think about those email campaigns that you see, you get in your inbox or you get you see online, these are the guys behind it. There's some very clever guys just working out of the Sutherland Shire in Sydney. And they've had amazing success. They've got big investment last year and they just keep going and going.
The top 5 are men. Are there many women on the list this year?
We've got 8 women on the list. So Erica Baxter, the model, $78 million.
Is that her own or has she inherited some of that from
Well, no,
Packer?
she's made a lot of that herself. And this is the thing in a divorce. I mean, how much is yours and how much is hers? We include her on it. There's some fantastic self-made women as well. It's just a really, look, it's a step in the right direction. 8 women, up from 6 last year. I want to see more in there though.
Absolutely. What's the total wealth of the 2015 BRW Young Rich List?
The 10.6 billion, and that's a record for the 100. So that's up from 8.3 billion last year. That sounds like a lot of money as well, but these guys, as I said, they're getting richer, younger, and they're just making a fantastic success in business at an early age. Absolutely.
Are there any newcomers that are particular standouts on the list this year? Because we have our stock standard few that are in there pretty much every year.
Yeah, we've got Josiah Humphrey and Mark McDonald. They're worth $58 million. They've got a company called Apster. They're 23 and 24 respectively,
would you believe? Young, they're babies.
Exactly, and they started their company 4 years ago. They went and rented an office in the Melbourne's Rialto building. They said, let's rent a big office. That'll make us work really hard for our money. They were profitable from day one in their what was then a marketing company. Apster makes apps for all sorts of businesses around the world. They've headed off to San Francisco and it's just an amazing story. They're so good at such a young age.
Technology seems to be in there. Is that the most lucrative industry for these young rich?
Look, it is in terms of the numbers, but property is the one where it's really booming.
Right. So
on average, the property guys, and there's 10 on the list, they're worth $191 million each. So that's where the real money's been made at the moment.
And did they make their money elsewhere and then invest wisely into property? Or has it just been guys that are property focused to start with?
Mainly property focused, although some of them, once they've made their money, they do park it in property because it's safe and good investment.
Yeah, a lot of financial services wealth goes into property at the moment.
Yeah, exactly right. But these guys are building those trendy inner city apartment blocks that you see. Those cutting edge designs, the dark colours, the moody sort of mysterious places that you see being built in those fantastic locations. These are the young guys behind it.
Can anybody achieve this sort of wealth if they set their mind to it? Or are these people really in a league of their own?
There's some real interesting trends around how to get on the list. You've got to look, the people that have come on the list this year, and we've got 23 new names, they've been in business an average of only 8 years. So you can be a success from an early age. All you need is just a good idea. You don't necessarily need a lot of money behind you. I mean, in something like technology, because it's moving so quickly, because things are happening so quickly around the world, these guys can just make a business from an office, get online, and off they go. 8 years to make at least a fortune of 19 to 20 million, I think is a fantastic achievement.
Well, there is hope for us yet. John Stensholt, thank you so much.
Thanks, Moira.